nobody's finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Prescott off play action.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Gibbs straight ahead.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On play action, Prescott.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
And he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Escapes the defender.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
On the ball, now!
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Hood. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
On 1st and 10, Hood.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Now Hooker.
That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's a backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now it's Lockett. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
But on those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
On 3rd down, Hood. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissler. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 46-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Seahawks nothing.
Let's go now.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. On second down, it's Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Warrior 70. Hustle.
On first down, Hood. Throw out wide to Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Seahawks at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Oh, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Michael Davis. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Lions 21, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Hood, he's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hood. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
They find some open field here.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Hooker's throw complete there to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And the Lions 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Hooker on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hooker into space at the 45. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Second down and 4.
60 vices. 60 vices.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Check it.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Hood eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Lions.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Hooker.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Gibbs again.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 1.
Ready?
Off the bootleg. Hood rolling to his right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and a yard.
At the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Hood.
That one complete downfield to Eskridge. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
D. Eskridge.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Hooker now off play action.
They'll roll him out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jordan Brooks picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Hooker wants to change the look.
They'll set up a throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football?
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
42 yards.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing to start the drive. Hood flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Seahawks 14.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Hood. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like,
oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets into the end zone. Well, give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, 79 yards. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Set, careful, set.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Cowboy 80.
First and goal at the 6.
Operating from the gun. Hood. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable for Lockett. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw.
Hood. And he's got Smith-Njigba.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there at 22.
Ready.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Walker.
And he's across the chalk in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break. Go.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
On the ready.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him,
Come on.
why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. 60. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Hood.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw again. And Walker has it.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks! Tyler Lockett, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Well, gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.